So, starting very soon. Just need Blueberry to say, yes, I'm ready.
Blueberry needs to do the thing, all right?
Yeah, I can't type 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 without Blueberry saying he's ready.
No, that'd be a shame.
So, just a quick profile on the runners.
Blueberry with the YOLO strats. Yes.
Yeah.
So we can start right there. What do you think about Blueberry? What is Blueberry going to do in this trilogy?
Blueberry is known for doing Kaizo strats harder than SMB2.
Yeah, even harder than SMB2. Can you believe that?
He claims that you can make anything consistent with enough practice. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what he claims.
Yeah, he believes
anyway.
he believes in the Claude quote, I believe. Like something if practice meant you become 100% consistent at it or something.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if we'll see blue/task strats in this run, but he's known for it and he's known to clutch it out, and he usually gets them. So we'll see.
Okay, so runners will be starting soon, and right about, wait for it,
Dairy.
Okay.
We got it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
They're going. They're off.
So
Okay.
all these people are god gamers.
Yeah.
They're all in the range of like 10th to 20th place, I think.
Yeah. Every single runner in this race is very good at the game and has a top time in the categories. Uh-oh, DNA making an oopsie.
That's an oopsie whoopsie, but this is a trilogy, so, and yeah. Donkey 1 is known for comebacks.
Not the biggest deal as of right now, but just to start things off, what you're going to be seeing for the next hour and change is a lot of rolling. Rolling in every Donkey game is the fastest form of movement. Is this a... Katsu's blowing my mind right now. Okay. There's an SFR setup in 1-2? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much.
So these guys are using warps and stuff. As you can see, there's these barrels that you can choose to pick. They're like always in pits and stuff. It's really hard to find them if you're a casual, but yeah. So these warp barrels usually warp you through the whole stage. And this is all stages, by the way, not any percent. So the first game is Donkey 1, and the only game that's not any percent, it's all stages, because any percent is actually just like 7 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So that'd be boring to watch.
It requires a lot of frame perfect tricks.
Yeah.
This category also has a lot of frame perfect tricks, but they're not quite required, which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you heard me mention very briefly in SFR. There's no quick way to explain it, but it's basically black magic. You store a trick called a super jump that lets you fly over the whole stage, and then you roll through some enemies while grabbing a rope.
This game... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of black magic in this game.
Yeah, I was about to say, this game is broken as heck, because... Yeah, you're gonna see that a lot. Like, it's not just that one, but super jumping in general and all these things, it's crazy. Like, we're not gonna play through all these stages. We're gonna, like, basically roll mid-air through them, and you can see us super jumping all over the place.
Yeah. So, because I just realized it might be confusing, all stages refers to you have to beat every level exit. Like, you need to complete the stage, but that doesn't mean that you need to, like, beat the stage normally by any means.
Yeah. So,
So
for
that
example, there's a map warp in this game. So if you take your pad, your gamepad, and while like going through the overworld, you basically you take your face and you roll it on your pad. You will basically end up in another place. It's amazing. One can only
yeah,
imagine how people found that out, but yeah. And so we're gonna use it only once because obviously we don't want to warp anything. But people are gonna backtrack from World 3 to World 1 to go back into a later place of a stage in World 3.
yeah, we'll be seeing that eventually. And that is the first, not the first frame perfect trick of the game.
Yeah. On
But
these beaver boys, you just want to optimize your jumps. So you want to hit him as high as possible. So his jump kind of stops right away, as DNA did it very optimally, by the way.
yeah, that was a good fight from DNA.
I think
Also,
blue took it a
DNA's
bit safer.
Also, DNA's already caught up again. Nice.
Yeah.
So, going into Winky's walkway, Winky is a very loved animal buddy in this game, in this community. Unfortunately, we don't get him in any category besides all Winkies, which
Yeah.
Joseph the Rapper is running at a later date.
So yeah, as you can see, there's a warp down there. Oof, that was close. So if you get caught by the barrel up top, you're done for. You're having a bad time.
You need to ride the minecart and either finish the stage while riding the minecart or have to
Do an
injure
intention
yourself and start the stage again.
Yeah. Looks like they are. Dude, they're almost all on par again. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
There's a trick called bee skip where you skip your bees coming up very soon. Will they do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
DNA did it.
DNA did it. I didn't really look at the other people.
It looked like they opted out. Saves a couple donkey units.
I think
Donkey
DNA
un-
knows that he needs to go for all the crazy stuff now to catch up, but
Exactly.
yeah.
So, going into stop and go station, you just hold left and then you beat the stage. No reason to play the game.
Yeah. Also, these enemies are really cool and really spooky. Just kidding. You can just roll through them.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter that they're there. It's rocks, but they move sometimes and sometimes they don't. But it doesn't matter because you roll through them, you know. So on this one, we're gonna set up a super jump. Gonna get Donkey, take a hit there, and he's gonna fly up. You're gonna jump on that croc. You're gonna go super high, and you're gonna reach a barrel that otherwise you wouldn't be able to reach. And that's the warp barrel of the stage, and that's gonna warp through the whole stage.
Yeah. Typically what you need to do there if you didn't have a super jump is get a tire, roll it over the gap, and that is very slow. And here we have Neki. He shoots nuts at you.
That's nuts, dude. Dude, and they're necky and necky, dude. That's crazy. Look at them.
Wow. Insane. So there's some minor RNG in this stage.
Wow.
You can lose like 20 frames if he spawns up high instead of down low on the very last hit. Vulture culture, you roll. Oh, because I haven't said it yet. You almost never want to be Donkey. He's slow and his hitboxes are awful. There is a saying that is, if you're Donkey, you're dead, but you need to be Donkey right here because it is a Donkey-only warp.
Yeah, this is donkey abuse here. But in fact, you actually never want to be Donkey. You don't even want to be Donkey on the overworld.
Yeah. Having two Kongs slows you down, which is really weird, honestly.
Yeah.
Treetop Town lasts no time at all. So this is the first
I think
very
they're
big
use
use.
SFR here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a fairly recent setup that uses a pause buffer. So the goal here is to fly up high into the sky so you don't have to play the level and save a billion years. Tonkatsu got it. DNA got it.
Ooh, Blue does a different setup. Bit slower. Oh, a lot slower actually.
Yeah, he missed the SFR, so he's just doing the super jump. So SFR here saves like 30 seconds. So Blue is a fair bit behind now, but there are some frame perfect tricks later that can catch him up, no problem.
There's another SFR in here, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't save anything.
Yeah, but
Blue
I think
I think all of them do it though.
Yeah, but I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's on par with the going through the stage normally, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it is, actually.
Might be slightly slower, but if so, it's not a big deal.
It's either way, it's a really good thing to have because it's actually really free. So.
Yeah, the stage
That's
if
also,
you were to play it like a normal person looks really cool, but flying through the air is also cool.
Yeah, we're gonna roll through some air, like some deep monkey rolling air action here. And looks like DNA caught up quite a bit. He actually like got past Blue. So now they're gonna go back into World 1. And this is what I was talking about earlier. They're gonna hopefully smash their own gamepad.
Oh,
Tonkatsu
nice.
gets the first try. Nice, dude. So this is the map warp.
Yeah.
DNA opts to listen to the music 3 times. All right, that's pretty good.
This is a frame perfect trick, and it skips the entirety of Orangutan Gang.
Yeah.
So
Gonna warp right to the end of that stage. Be like, see ya, rolling out.
but you beat the stage, so it counts for all stages.
Blueberry really likes to listen to the funky music. I can't blame him. It's catchy. It's really catchy.
He's here for the hi-ya.
Yeah.
Okay, there he
just
goes.
likes to fly around there. I cannot hear him right now, but he probably went like, ah, yeah. So he was like really like jammed up for the race or something. The mental prep is always important for these runners.
Really have to have the golden state of mind.
Yeah, not to go crazy on this game, you know, for real. Like, it's hard at times, so you gotta just listen to the music and jam a bit sometimes, every now and then.
Speaking of music, this sure reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah. Shouts to anime, by the way. So, this is the B-boss. What's he called in this game? King Sting, something like that.
It's the Queen Zinger. I don't know, man.
Right,
it's the Queen something.
Does he even have a name? Wow. Is this some sort of special boss or something?
Yeah. So you need to. There's a strat where you can get a quick hit on the bee, and that sets up for some better cycles. And it actually saves quite a bit. It's a tad annoying though. But DNA and Tonkatsu getting it no problem. Now on to Snow Barrel Blast.
Hell yeah.
There's a trick right at the start called Joe Roll in the Snow. DNA does not do it.
DNA not being a rapper right now. Unfortunate, dude. Alright, they're going to grab the barrel. They're going to jump really far with it because for some reason DKC1 has weird physics.
Yeah. I heard the explanation for this once and it made no sense.
Like anything in this game, you mean?
Yeah. This game makes no sense. None of these games
It's better
make
to
sense.
let's not go into detail. It's better to just keep it at its black magic. Ooh, misses the barrel. Yikers.
That's bad, but he's right at the midpoint. So
I don't know, DNA.
Not the worst.
Gonna be an empty duck for me, dude.
Now Tonkatsu on the hardest stage of the game. Slip slide ride. This trick's impossible. You need to go above the rope and then roll. Can never do it, dude.
To be fair, only the this version of the trick is impossible. You can also just opt to just swap the donkey and jump into the barrel. But
And that's free, but that's not cool.
That's not cool. That's not what the cool kids do, right?
Yeah, no cool person swaps
Yeah.
to donkey there.
Yeah, honestly, that's like you having a Game Boy at school, but the cool kids have the Beyblades. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't do that. You gotta be up with the times, dude.
Gotta stay hip.
Yeah.
So here, you get your bird espresso, and when you're espresso, you move really, really fast, but you need to mash to get some nice flying going on.
Yeah. We also didn't explain a common tech used in pretty much all of the levels is called extendos. There are
Oh yeah,
extendo
we
rolls
didn't mention
in the game.
extendos at all, did we?
Yeah. So like sometimes you can see people roll really deep, and that's not just the game. That only works in Donkey 1. To be fair, is where you extend your roll by repressing the Y button mid-air, and you will get this super deep roll.
Yeah, you can store your roll speed for a later date, as long as your initial roll doesn't die.
Yeah.
And that's used a lot, all over the run.
Yeah, that's what you saw on the other snow stage that we had before this, is where they did really deep extendos to reach barrels that were really far away.
Yeah, and that's why DNA died, because he missed an extendo.
Yeah, exactly.
What a silly goose.
Right.
Can't just be missing extendos in 2019.
Yeah,
dude.
you just don't do that.
So this is Croctopus Chase. This stage lasts approximately 5 years, but you get reminded of your childhood during it, so it could be worse.
Yeah. So all of these gamers are gonna get a trick that's called pianoless because it's easy and free. And if they don't, then this run is disqualified, and we'll actually have to stop the race here.
DNA on pace.
Yep, I can definitely hear the piano. Definitely in the right stage for this trick. So yeah, it's a pretty chill stage. If you wanna listen to this music, do it right now.
Yeah.
If I shut up, maybe.
Just listen to that, dude.
Yeah, this stage is really, really damn long. But honestly, it's not too long. I just think it feels like it because we don't skip it in a way. You know, there's not a lot of tech really for water levels in this game.
Yeah.
The only thing we have is broken on guard, which sometimes gets hit by things you shouldn't get hit by, and sometimes doesn't get hit by things you should get hit by.
Honestly. So, I should mention real quick that this is actually probably the hardest stage to optimize in the entire game, because water physics are really annoying.
Oh yeah, and the edges are not really clear. Like, they look like they're round, but they're somewhat square hitbox.
Yeah. Uh-oh, that's a lot of pianos on DNA. Well, guys, it was nice knowing you.
Turn off the sound, dude, and it's pianoless every time. I didn't hear nothing, alright? It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, what? I thought DNA was dead, dude.
I think DNA just came back from death, dude. Like, what was that? Alright, all of them got pianoless. Easy game, by the way. DNA jump into a saw thinking that's a good deboost, but not quite nice to run through the stage with Donkey, apparently.
Out of every stage in the entire game, this is probably the best stage to be Donkey, because you can kill the dudes real easy.
Yeah, but like, if you can't play it, better turn on the light, you know what I'm saying?
Too bad the light causes years of lag.
I thought you were gonna say, I don't know.
Oh, Tonkatsu got the frame, or 7. That saves 11 seconds over what DNA is doing right now. Blue opting out of the frame as well.
Seizures is what I wanted to say.
No epilepsy here.
If you've ever played these games and you played that stage we just saw and you wanted to turn around the bird left and right that you usually pick up that emits light, you probably don't see that well these days.
We'll have some more fun with that in DKC2.
Oh yeah, there's the fish in DKC2, and yeah.
I'm blind now.
Yeah, same. I mean, I've always been blind because I'm running GBA. And GBA was made for blind people that can only see a certain type of really strong light. If you ever played GBA, DKC3 GBA, and you went on floodlit and you accidentally stabbed a fish, you're blinded for the rest of the day. It's actually true. Like it makes you want to gouge your eyes out. Crazy.
Okay, DNA gonna try a frame. He missed. Whoops. But Blueberry.
Whoopsie daisy. I think DNA is more confident on Donkey 2 lately, and he practiced a hell of a lot of Donkey 3.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my bucks on him on that. But in the end, at the end of the day, for Donkey 1, all that matters really is the jump rolls at the end. So
yeah.
Anyone
if
can
you
catch
die
up.
in barrels. That also matters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big long roll from Blue.
It's my favorite tune of the game, by the way. This is my childhood. Can you imagine?
Uh-oh,
Wow.
DNA's dead, dude.
Yeah. DNA takes the death warp. Fastest way to actually get back into the overworld screen.
Without a doubt. So, Tonkatsu's gonna try a frame. He gets the frame.
What a god, man. Jesus Christ. What a god. To be fair, Tonkatsu...
Oh, no, dude! He bombed! Dude,
no!
No! This is so sad.
So this is an auto-scroller now. We're gonna look at the stage. It's beautiful. Nice camera panning over the cave, man. Like, it's good. Looking good right there. This was about to be fast, but...
He was about to save like 10 seconds casually.
Yeah, this is a... this is like a cave documentary, you know? Like, pretty cool to look at. We're watching this cave. We're seeing all the enemies. There's the G. Dude, I can see the platforms. It's crazy. Great.
A B, a Neki, some elevators. Oh, that's the exit. Wonder how long... Oh, what? He actually knew the timing for that? I'm impressed.
Dude, this guy practiced everything, I think. Like, for each and every scenario that you can get. Even the backups. So, I think he's ready.
Have you...
Tonkatsu is a donkey veteran. No doubt.
He is. He also practices so much. Who else do you know that does, like, 100 times bleak skip?
Right, yeah. And who else do you know that watches documentaries about caves? Like, no one really.
Only Tonkatsu.
He knows, dude. At least he was ready.
So, Poison Pond. This is probably one of the harder water levels. You need to manipulate OnGuard's weird hitbox to clip through some mincers. You can even do 3 in a row, which Blue is probably going to go for coming up real soon.
Yeah. I'm honestly really excited for the super jump rolls. I usually am not because they usually decide the race, but on a trilogy it's something way different, and I think DNA has a good opportunity to catch up there. So what is Tonkatsu doing right there? He's like rolling in midair. How does that work?
Oh, what? And he got the jump roll.
Gets the jump roll too. So if you run into the cart with Donkey and you get hit, you will jump out of the cart and you will be able to roll in midair. It's easy and free to get. But what he did afterwards is called a jump roll. So you basically roll and jump at the same time while dropping on an enemy. And you get this cool trick where you keep rolling. Keep flying through the air. Blue gets it too.
This is probably the easiest frame perfect trick in any video game. Well, no, there's
Maybe.
map
I don't
warp,
know.
but this does not feel like a frame.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but I think 2 1-jumps can be free as well.
If you get the rhythm down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at one point, 2 1-jumps will not feel like a trick, but like a thing you get with the rhythm, basically, yeah. So, like, it's just muscle memory at one point.
So
I'm gonna curse them by
what?
saying
No. Okay.
they're not gonna get it in Donkey 3 when they need to get it.
Of course they won't. Double frame perfect, by the way.
If you're Sui mind, 2 1-jumps are free. No, but jokes aside, like 2 1-jumps are hard as, you know, hard as nuts in Donkey 3, obviously, but in DKC 2, I think you can get really consistent with them.
Yeah, because it's only the Blink that's frame perfect.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. Right now, we have Blackout to worry about. And Takatsu
And,
just beat it.
Takatsu is through. He didn't go for the jump roll, right?
There's no jump roll in.
Well, the whatever it's called, the super jump thingy. Isn't that this stage?
Nah. He did.
Wait.
He didn't go for the Omega though.
Oh, right. No, that was Oil Drum Alley, right?
Yeah.
I completely mixed them up.
Professional commentator, by the way.
Good knowledge about this video game, by the way. You can see I'm a true Donkey 1 professional, by the way.
By the way.
By the BTW. So, yeah, this stage goes black and lights up every now and then. But these god gamers apparently know the stage really well. Better than I do, hopefully.
I think they can do that much.
Commentator is not paying attention, shaking my SMH.
Look at this guy not looking at the screen and reading chat.
Rare
Wow,
display
dude.
of commentator actually not caring about the gameplay. What is going on right now?
So, Tonkatsu is in tanked up trouble. Tut for short. And
Ooh.
this has frame perfect tricks that save basically a minute. There's
Is
two.
everyone gonna go for Bird Tut?
I'm sure everybody's going to go for Bird Tut, but the question is if they'll go for Creme Tut.
I think the only one in for that might be Tonkatsu, to be honest. And I
Maybe.
doubt he'll go. Oh wait.
Oh
maybe.
wait, no, he does the baby Creme setup.
Oh, gets it!
What?
What? Okay, this is like the single hardest trick in the game, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, he needed
Whoa.
to back out though. I don't think he grabbed the fuel can. That's why.
Dang it, dude. That was about to be real good. Dang it, man.
Yeah, he was gonna save years right there.
Yeah, he was up too high. Couldn't grab the fuel can. So apparently, like, if the card runs out, you die.
Yeah, you're just dead. You're toast. Nothing you can do. So
Oh man, that's a shame. That's insanely hard to get.
yeah,
Looks like Blue's gonna go for it too. Doesn't get it.
didn't get it. Too early.
They're all
Bird
going
Tut, though.
for it. Crazy, crazy good effort. All right.
No
here's
Bird Tut for Blue. DNA.
Ah, that's a shame. I wanted it
Endless
so bad
Tut.
for him. That would have put him probably in the lead. If not, I mean, it's hard to catch up to Tonkatsu, but maybe close
Yeah.
to him.
It would have only put him like 10 seconds behind or something.
That was DNA's chance to catch up. That was exactly what I was talking about. But unfortunately, he missed it.
Still a lot of race left to go.
Yeah. DKC2 has a lot of really, I mean, not really precise tricks, but
You can have a
I don't know
lot
how
of
to-
infinites.
There's ways to mess things up because there's a lot of wrong warps in DKC2.
Yeah, and then
And no
some-
worries, I actually know stuff about DKC2.
Same, dude. Do you know stuff about DKC3?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I'm a
nice.
DKC3 professional. Don't you know?
I wasn't aware. I knew that you knew the GBA game like the back of your hand. But
yeah, I
playing the SNES
commentated
version.
the whole race of Donkey 3, like the whole tournament, pretty much, because no one else wanted to.
Sick.
And that was when I didn't know DKC3. So we're in for a good time.
So, Mincers, you play as Ramby, which is very unfortunate because you never want to be Ramby.
Yeah. Rambi is like
Tonkatsu's
Donkey,
coming
you
up
don't wanna be
on
Rambi.
Misty. There's another SFR, Super Free Roll. That's what it stands for, by the way. Basically, all he needs to do is not bonk. He didn't bonk, so he's looking good. Yeah. Ramby is very hard to control, to say the least. He has built-in input delay. He is slow in some cases, but also fast in others. And his hitbox is gigantic. Very bad combination.
Okay, so I upped the game volume because some people in chat asked for it. I could switch audio as well, but I don't know if the others are too loud or not. So we're gonna go for Tonkatsu. Right. I hope this is good.
The Tonkatsu.
Gets
Okay.
the... Oh, I didn't catch how many idiots they got.
Looks like 4 and 4. Loopy
Okay.
SJR, what the hell? Where's Lumaphile? What? Okay.
Dude, Tonkatsu getting the tech out, dude.
Okay, Loopy SJR is really hard to get. I don't know how to explain it briefly, but it's very weird to get. And he got it no problem. It only saves 6 seconds, by the way. But those are 6 seconds hard earned.
It's your boy Germero.
So Tonkatsu's picking up DK here. It causes a bit of lag, but you can have some backup frames in case he misses the frame, which is coming up. What's he doing? Is he going for this?
He missed it. So this is another chance for DNA to catch up. Tonkatsu is insane.
Never
but
mind.
if
He
you
got
guys...
the. He got the.
Oh
thing.
yeah. He got it. He got the backup thing. So yeah, I think DNA is actually coming in second, or he's actually ahead of Blue.
Yeah, Blue had a little slip up in Misty. It looked like.
Yeah. So it's still looking good for all three players. Actually, they're not too far apart. So yeah, if you want Blueberry or DNA to catch up, you can put an @Germero in chat, and we'll see if they get it.
If you want Tonkatsu to stand first, you can put an @Germero in chat.
Yeah, that also works.
Neki Senior, same deal. He spits nuts at you, but this time he adds nuts every time.
DNA get Blue and DNA get it. First
Everybody
try in the
hit
game.
barrels. Nice.
That's good for them. That's really good.
Spits nuts at you, dude. It's called Neki's Nuts for a reason.
Yeah, that's nuts. I'm making the same joke another time. Can you believe it? And what about Gil? He put in that German in chat too. Hello? Alright, this is the King. King K. Rool. Famous for his music and the fake death. Oh dang, I said it.
Uh-oh.
No one ever knew that he's gonna wake up. Dang it. Oilers, hello?
So, this is the easiest of the K-roll fights. Basically, you just don't get hit and you're fine. If you want to save mad frames, you can go for crownless hits, where you jump on his head before he fully throws his crown at you.
Yeah, it's basically what @Germero in chat says. Don't get hit for it.
Don't get hit.
This is a pretty straightforward fight.
something you can do, but nobody does anymore, is you can just stand on a specific pixel, and you don't have to move at all for the cannonballs. They just phase right through you.
It's kind of interesting how crownless kind of doesn't really matter all that much in Trilogy runs, nor, I mean, I'd say all stages is not too bad either, because it only saves so much time, you know, and it's still quite risky to go for it sometimes, because you can get hit pretty easily. However, it's really necessary to go for it in like any percent runs, because it's so short and you want to optimize by each second you can get.
Word. You can save like a second with crownless hits if you get really good hits.
Yeah, DNA got hit for a reason there, because he is not into gorillas. So.
He's more of a fan of the spider monkey.
Yeah, that's so yeah, that was an intentional hit, and he needed to get that in order to win this boss fight.
So Tonkatsu coming up to time. 34:03.
And
10
DNA
seconds off of
Blueberry
world record.
also finishing the game, dude. They just won the game. They just won. It's over.
So for trilogy runs, what
It's the end.
we've typically done in the community is you pause your timer, so you
can turn off the
switch your
console.
card out, and then you start the timer again when you would
Oh
start
no.
for a regular run. So Tonkatsu's going to start right now.
Who knew that he was gonna wake up again, man?
Dude,
So
what?
this is my favorite game of the Donkey Trilogy. This is Donkey Kong Country 2. We're gonna see Tonkatsu rolling right in and taking the first warp barrel. So if you've noticed, these Donkey games all have the theme of having warp barrels all over the place. Donkey 1 kind of has them everywhere a bit, but DKC2 has them. DKC2 and 3 only have them in the first two worlds, and something as you're gonna see right here is Tonkatsu clashing a Beetle and causing a wrong warp here. There was the warp barrel right next to it, but we're gonna wrong warp still because it's still faster.
Yep. Saves like 4 seconds, which really matters. At least at top level. So, coming up next, we have the hardest trick in the game, Luckjaw. Truly RNG if you get it or not. Let's see if Tonkatsu's lucky.
Gets it.
Wow, amazing. So lucky.
Yeah. It's a true 50-50 if you get it or not. It's a 290-10.
The hardest wrong warp, at least in World 1 and maybe the game. Coming up right here. Top
I'd
sail.
say probably in the game. This is top sail. There's a faster variant still. You can do Luke sail. That's when you do a backlash with a Beetle. And it's quite a lot riskier, so I respect Tonkatsu not going for it, but top sail saves a lot, I believe, like 3 to 4 seconds. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but for a World 1 stage, that's a lot.
Yeah, it saves like a second and a half. DNA is spitting the true logic, so everybody's playing on the Japanese version of DKC2. It's actually not any faster. It saves a couple frames in one stage, but on eBay it costs $15, and a brand new DKC2 or a used costs like $25 at least.
Fake this, haha!
So that's why everybody's
So,
playing on
yeah.
Japan.
Crow won, the boss of this. Oh, Blueberry
Blue.
rolling through a Beetle. What? Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah. So that was the warp arrow you saw right there. He.
Ooh, DNA getting Luke sale.
That's big. Let's go. It's another second saved. So yeah, this boss that you're gonna see right here. This is Crow, and he's purely dependent on skill of the player. So whoever finishes fastest is the better player, obviously.
MT's lying to you guys, by the way.
Oh.
The amount of eggs that he gives you is completely RNG.
Damn, how could I forget about that? So yeah, DNA gets the best possible RNG in the game.
Which is fakeless.
So 2 out
Uh,
of 3 players got fakeless, which means no fake eggs. So the last 2 eggs can either be real or fake. Was that fakeless for blue too?
he got like 1 or 2.
Okay.
So
Oh, he got 102.
lucky.
That's awesome as well.
Yeah, the world record for how many fake eggs Kuro can give you is 19
Yeah.
by like
No,
parasect.
I think it was more actually. I think it was 20 now.
Might be 20.
By some German guy or something. I think I watched the clip. It was
No,
intense.
it's 20 by some German guy.
Yeah.
No, 19 by some German guy.
No, it's not. It's definitely not below 20.
You know what? I'm going to DKC speedruns right now to figure this out.
Do it. Do the math. Figure it out. No, it's definitely not 19. I know it was 19, but it's like 20 or 21. Either way,
This might
you can
be
look it
fake
up.
news.
I'm gonna talk smack on this game. So, not too much going on right now. You're gonna see these gamers only taking wrong warps. You saw them do a trick called a big boy. You're gonna see that a lot of times, where they throw their Kong at another enemy, and they're gonna get a jump inside of a jump, basically a double jump, effectively.
Is 19.
It's not. It's outdated then.
I'll believe
Definitely
it when I
not
see
19.
it.
It's not. Get out of here with your 19 fake eggs propaganda, dude. Not true.
So we're arguing about what really matters. Tonkatsu's on the next boss, which is Cleaver.
Yeah.
This guy's also has some RNG, but it's not as big. So the cannonballs can either spawn closer to the lava or farther away. It's faster if they spawn closer. And over the course of the fight, it can save like a second or two.
Yeah. And since we're all alpha gamers here, we're all gonna do the ultimately 100% free trick called Lava Fly. By the way, you can't die on this trick. It's impossible. And if you die on this trick, you're not a true gamer. So we're gonna see DNA go for it in a second. It's basically you just fly over the lava and you're gonna cut the fight by like 7 seconds or so. It's kind of amazing, and gets it easy, obviously, because it's free. And,
Actually unfailable.
It's actually unfailable. Yeah. So the blue's gonna go for it last. He opted for a crouch setup there to normalize his position, which is neat little trick. There's a lot of things to make this trick really consistent. I think he messed up the hooks. No, he didn't, actually. That's good.
Oh, flying Diddy on DNA screen. Very important trick.
Very important, yeah. This saves roughly 10 minutes. So
If you don't get it, you better reset it.
yeah,
Just
it's not worth to keep going if you don't get flying Diddy.
Okay.
So what you saw Tonkatsu do right there is he was storing its super jump by team throwing it.
What?
Don't shoot into the spawn, boy! Oh god!
Dude, that was scary.
That was about to be a tragedy, dude. Oh god!
That's actually
Tonkatsu,
so bad if you missed that.
don't play with my heart like that.
Okay.
Okay, we're
So-
back on track.
Okay, so Tonkatsu's on Glimmers. So similar to DKC1 and Croctopus Chase, water levels are still really annoying to optimize because you need to cut every corner as close as you can. But if you bonk, you lose all your momentum and have to start over from zero. And it really sucks. You can lose like 5 seconds super easy if you just bonk.
By just like 2 bonks or something. Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, it's hard to believe when you gets a hit there. That's okay. They're gonna be DK barrels up in a second. But the thing is, what's hard to believe as a new player coming to this game is that this stage in particular is actually the single hardest stage to optimize in Donkey 2. It's easy to go through it casually, don't get me wrong, but if you want to have it fully optimized, it's the hardest stage in the game.
Yeah, like only 2 people have an actually like I think it's like a 79.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tonkatsu screams. Hell yeah. So yeah.
Dude, I love
as he
Tonkatsu
shot
scream.
as he almost shot into the swamp, he probably went like Nani!
Or sometimes he just
I don't know if he
yells
said
really
that.
loudly and really high pitched. It's nice.
Yeah, I can't do that. I honestly don't know what he says, but I just pictured it like that. He was like, "Nani, multi-track drifto."
Okay,
No, something like that.
so this is a stage called Crockhead. There's going to be a wrong warp coming up real soon. The way it works is unknown, but something to do with how this guy pulls his... Oh, what? He misses it.
Ooh,
And he
it
sinks
dies.
into the abyss. So you can try it again, because that's faster.
Oh, that was intentional death. I didn't.
Yeah, because he missed the
because I
wrong
just
warp.
looked at it. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this time he's going to get it. So he puts his swords on the ground, he throws it, Dixie's dead, and then you beat the stage.
Yeah.
Easy trick.
So this
So
is
here-
this is true black magic, but I believe it has to do with the switching stances from aggro to idle. So
Yeah.
you want to basically shoot out of a barrel as soon as he swaps between his stances again, and then you're gonna warp through the stage.
Why the stances mess with the exit ID of the barrel? That's the true black magic, because it shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Yeah. DNA also killed the Cutlass. Has to go for an intentional death to retry.
Will Blue be the outlier and not kill the Cutlass? Also, Tonkatsu's in Rattle Battle.
Oh, that was
the worst
way
stage
too
in the
early.
game.
Okay, never mind. He still retimes it.
So, what we have learned here is that Blue is the true gamer.
Blue's an alpha gamer for sure.
So Rattle Battle is really annoying. This guy's hitbox is really bad, and so are every enemy, Kaboings. Their hitboxes are extra bad.
Yeah.
He's really hard to control, and the level's super green and it hurts your eyes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
awful stage.
Agree in all points. Guilty in all points. But the thing is, all right. So we're gonna do a super jump here, actually.
Yeah. Swapping in the water gives you a super jump state in this game. Why? No clue.
This looks difficult. It's actually really easy. But the second half of this trick is actually to do a wrong warp here. We're gonna clash these beetles. Regular forward clash with Dixie is pretty easy. We're gonna jump down here and we're gonna throw to the left before we, just before we reach the barrel. And
then you beat the stage.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes you gotta throw an invis object before a barrel and you beat the stage.
So now Tonkatsu's in Bramble Blast. This stage really reminds me of my childhood.
Oh yeah,
being fair and square.
This is the childhood.
This stage, the tech is to shoot your barrel as soon as you can. Really hard tech to understand.
Yeah.
You can do something called a quick shot, where you press B within the first 3 frames and the barrel doesn't need to move at all.
Yeah.
That's called a quick shot. Tonkatsu
actually does a deboost there. The other people are, I think, going to do another setup that doesn't lose any time, which is doing a deboost in a different spot to skip some barrels. Tonkatsu does the trick called Vine Clip, famous trick Vine Clip in Donkey 2. Gets it?
Yeah, it's actually impossible to miss, being honest.
Yeah,
it's super free. As long as you know what you're doing.
But the thing is, should you miss it, there's a lot of backups. Unless you get hit, then you're screwed over and you can play out the Maze of Shame.
Yeah, or reset if you're grinding. But
and not in the marathon, maybe.
Yeah, not in the marathon, not right now. So this boss is like 100 seconds long, but you can save 2 by doing something called quick hits. So basically you manip the dude so he doesn't swing his
one of the backups.
Big club.
Maze of Shame PogChamp! I called it! Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Does he know all the barrels, man? Crazy.
I'm pretty sure DNA does. DNA's the master backups.
That's always a good watch, man. See, he even quick shots all these barrels. Like, that's crazy.
True gamer.
True alpha gamer. Knows the Maze of Shame well. That says something about him.
For whatever reason, DNA's always had problems with Vine Clip. So he says...
He's going for an easy backup. Where you just deboost up there.
So...
all these gamers going relatively safe. I'm surprised, actually.
So far, Tonkatsu's doing a little bit of a Kaiser strats, but it's not too bad once you get it down.
Yeah, I think they're all gonna go for the quick hits. So these
So,
quick hits are pretty easy to time. There are some good visual cues on it. People use, I believe, the breaths, like counting the breaths of Dixie.
Yeah.
So if she breathes like 6 times, for example, that's the first hit. You go a bit forward, because if you walk forward a slight bit too early, you will get hit by Cudgel. He only turns around the other way if you time it the right way. So
no, he said breaths, like responsible person. So
yeah, like a commentator would.
So this is a trick called scrolly scroll. I don't know why it works. One day I'll learn how it works, but for whatever reason, your camera decides that it wants to go to the right really, really badly. So
yeah,
it does.
The only way to explain it is that the game goes crazy if you're on a hook but on the ground at the same time, and that's exactly what happens because you're forcing the Kongs to be on the ground and on the hook at the same time by placing a web with the spider below the hook.
Yeah, there's some other ways to do it that you see in 102, like shooting yourself into a barrel and then bouncing on a tire. That for whatever reason that causes it.
There's enough space in speedruns to see the honey eating animation. Don't worry about it.
So
it's not easy to climb that honey.
There's a route called Diddy Hornet for the stage that DNA and Blueberry are currently on. It saves like half a second and is infinitely harder than Dixie Hornet, which they're currently all doing. So it makes sense for a marathon.
Oh yeah, Diddy Hornet is actually just for like the, I'd say, top 3% or so.
Yeah, even then, some people opt out of it. Like our boy Krypton 42 still does Dixie.
Yeah,
but not Waffle 42.
It's a crazy hard strat. I've never really tried it either. It's it just saves like a, not even a, I mean, does it save a full frame?
It saves a donkey unit, which is 20 frames.
Yeah.
It can also save more if you're bad, because you can climb faster with Diddy.
0.3? Yeah.
Yeah, 0.3. It saved 0.3 for the Mike Canis, who's very good at climbing honey.
There's another pretty cool trick in this world later on that people also thought is like...
dude, what? Tonkatsu got swag balloon. I'm gonna have to stop watching. Okay.
Swag balloon, haha. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think anyone else is gonna go for swag balloon because DNA is like, dude, I need the time save, and Blue is like, what's swag about that balloon?
Exactly.
That's exactly their voices, by the way.
So this trick's called Brambler. You make an invisible object. You copy the idea of the barrel, then you wrong warp out.
When you're new to the game, Brambler is pretty much the hardest trick in the game because not only does it cost you $1 billion, if you fail it, it's actually pretty precise until you know how the corner works.
Yeah.
So shout out to the corner, it makes it insanely consistent.
The Kipples. Tonkatsu use the corner, and I know that DNA is a corner main.
So the
real question is, will Blueberry use the corner?
They're all gonna use the corner. It would be dumb to not. Oh, goes for a swag balloon! I'm losing my mind! Swag!
I can't believe this, dude.
Okay, if Blue doesn't go for swag balloon now, he's probably disqualified actually. I'm gonna kick him out of the race.
Killex wanted.
I'm just gonna kick him out of the race.
Okay, Blue being a sensible person, saying no to swag.
They see him spinning.
Blue just like skyrocketed right now. Okay, DNA getting the corner. Easy trick. Oh, he threw right, dude.
Oh, well, this still warps him, but slowly. So you'll see a jump roll by DNA, perfectly executed. And
So-
blue will probably be close to...
what is Blue doing? Okay. So
he's
Blue's
gonna... Ooh! He still runs through him!
Dude,
What a madman. So Blue is ahead, and you're gonna see some deep rolling action by DNA into the Bramble right here until he gets the warp in like about 30 minutes. So
yeah.
DNA is having a good time. Probably listening to some Queen at the time.
So we're now in Tonkatsu's now in probably the hardest platforming stage, which is Mudhole.
Watching
Just taking it
DNA
nice and
roll
safe.
through the line like that legit makes me mad, by the way.
So there's yet another wrong warp in this world in Mudhole. Tonkatsu's coming up on it.
Yeah, this is kind of hard trick as well.
Oh, what? I've never seen that setup. Okay.
Yeah, he looks to the left to delay the cannonball shooting.
Oh,
Misses
no.
the wrong warp. Okay, Tonkatsu has to play out the stage now. It's
Yeah.
not worth it to really take an intentional death there. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna see Tonkatsu's backup plan right here by playing out the stage.
He's been a warpless main in the past, so
Yeah, and I think he knows what he's doing and he's already done with it. He even despawned the barrel like that. That's pretty cool.
what a champion.
Dixie Mudhole wrong warp is free, but
It's really slow.
So is Diddy actually, yeah. So like the thing is, Diddy wrong warp is not too hard. It's not hard for like these advanced gamers.
The big boy.
You can see a big boy here. Always crazy fun to watch and to do.
Oh, what? Okay. Tonkatsu
Yeah.
just shot himself in the wall. Got the
Tonkatsu
rebound.
tried to go for the B skip. He wouldn't have gotten it, but even if he wouldn't, you basically deboost through the B. Like I saw that he wouldn't have gotten it, but he would have still gotten the deep boost, which is...
Is Blue going under? No. Okay.
So Tonkatsu, I believe, is probably gonna do probably the death jump. No, he doesn't. Okay. I know that DNA is a death jump main, and I know that DNA listens to commentary, so I'm gonna be very mad and disappointed if he doesn't go for the death jump.
You hear that, DNA?
But no pressure.
We'll
no
be very
pressure,
sad.
man. It's it's all up to you guys, but I'm just saying, death jump saves a ton. Blue getting the wrong board.
It saves
Yeah,
an
looking good.
entire 0.4.
Blue gets
0.4
it.
seconds.
That's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff right there, right there. The chorus starts because Blue actually catches up by a ton. That was a big time save. Really
So
big time.
Tonkatsu's now on the king. This isn't too hard, but you need to be careful to not fall asleep on the king, because if you fall asleep on the king, you're gonna lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
You need to. Oh, what's DNA doing? DNA missed the wrong warp as well.
Yeah, he's gonna play out the stage.
But so for the king, you need to be cautious of how you're shooting your... I have no idea what they are. Acorns, nuts, eggs?
I think they're
The
supposed
jury's
to be.
still out.
We all call them nuts, but I think they're supposed to be eggs.
But like, why is he throwing up eggs, dude? That's gross. Those are like children.
But like sometimes the bird be like that. You know?
Really just be like that sometimes, you know?
You know these days when you're throwing up eggs?
Just
sometimes
really
sometimes
big
you just be
giant
like that.
eggs.
Don't question it, okay? Let's just move on, please. That was like really awkward. Okay, so we're up to World 5 now. This is a really platform-heavy world. No wrong warping here, unless you want to go for a Webwoods and Gusty,
Webwood's
maybe.
wrong warp. Blah, 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 blah.
So, yeah, this is really platform-heavy and really cool to watch. There's a lot to miss here, though. And one missed roll or jump can cause a death.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Zaya did it once, so it's RTA viable.
The Suimine Dragon has done it once in practice. Oh. Blueberry almost sleeping on the king.
Yeah.
Oh, he is sleeping on the king, dude.
Oh my god, he slept. I saw that, he slept. Look at him.
He's sleeping so hard right now. Okay,
Yeah.
so Tonkatsu's now in the most interesting stage in the entire game. The elusive Haunted Hall. So, a tech that you'll see him doing. Oh, is he doing the task route? He is. So, what Tonkatsu's doing is he's going to be jumping at certain points to try it and save like a couple frames each and every time. And over the course of the stage, it adds up to a whole half second over what people normally do in the speedrun.
Yeah.
So for 2-packs library, you need to jump up slopes always and jump down the very big slopes because it's actually faster to jump down.
Yeah, it looks, not gonna lie, it looks kind of arbitrary, but I can guarantee you it saves at least a second if you do it right. So
Yeah. If you like if you just ride the coaster, no bells and whistles, just get the pluses, miss the minuses.
yeah.
What Tonkatsu's doing right now, it saves like 5 seconds. So
Tonkatsu's really not caring about any of these barrels. He just wants to optimize these jumps, and that's what it's all about in this auto-scroller.
yep.
Blue looks like Blue is also doing Taz on it.
What is DNA up to? He's Dixie. That's no good.
Yeah, you don't want to be Dixie. Dixie is like this game's donkey, except that she's slightly better. But
Yeah,
you rarely
she
ever
actually
want
moves
to
at
be
the same
Dixie.
speed, but her hitbox isn't as bad, and you can actually control her. So,
Yeah,
I mean, like the casual strat Chillax, like ultra casual. So this is Gusty. There is a wrong warp, but it's Taz only, as of right now.
Taz / Blue only.
Blue only wrong warp.
Blue only. Yeah.
So you roll very deep in the stage. Oh,
Okay,
getting
everyone-
the LZ swap at the end. That's nice.
Watch Tonkatsu's display of this fine stage now. This is called PCP, the stage, and it's basically the coolest party trick you can imagine in the game. So
Yeah.
you whip out this cool thing here where you just skip every of these birds. You're supposed to grab these birds for the stage, you're just gonna dismount them right away and just roll through it and drop down the stage.
Yeah. It kind of bugs your eyes out, not gonna lie, but it looks really cool.
It's super fast. It's really cool.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, he goes for a safe strat. Interesting. So there's a trick called or there's a strat called 1D PCP, which is just one death basically, or 1D boost, I'd say. And
Yeah.
he does a 2D now. That's kind of interesting because 1D is actually not too difficult. Like Tonkatsu has done harder things in this trilogy race.
Yeah, but it's very execution heavy, so not too.
I mean,
too surprised.
you do one mistake on 1D PCP and you're dead. But at the same time, you respawn fairly quickly at the midway. So it's, I mean, he probably doesn't know his lead, but he could
Yeah.
have allowed himself a death there.
Either way, he's going. He's moving. Now he's on to Webwoods. There is no wrong warp, unless you're the Taz or Zaya or
Zaya,
Sigma.
yeah. I was just waiting for it.
But this is actually a pretty hard stage to optimize. There's a lot of lag, and to do the very fastest strats, you need to be very precise in how you move. Like where you
Webwoods
shoot.
is the best level in this game. That's a difference.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I think everyone that speedruns this game agrees that it's one of the hardest stages to speedrun and also one of the most fun stages to speedrun.
Yeah. I will agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's really fun. The same with Toxic. Oh, and Blueberry of course goes for it, gets it. Awesome. Really awesome. I think Dna will go for it too.
Yeah.
Because I'm honestly kind of surprised Tonkatsu didn't go for it. Actually, it's a common thing to do.
He might not main it, honestly. That's a Japanese thing. Like,
Wow, that backup! I'd never see that
Ryu
one.
doesn't do that.
Never seen that backup landing in between the spinies there. That's crazy.
So, yeah, DNA
Yep,
also
DNA
doing
gets it.
one drop.
Super cool. Yep.
Easy
gets it.
every time.
Easy.
Unless
every
when
time.
you... Oh, but he gets hit there. Oh, that
Nice.
sucks, dude.
What was he doing?
He took damage on the beetle, and he can't...
Yeah, I know, but like, why did he dismount that last bird? That was right at the end. I don't think it's worth it to respawn all the way up again. I think he should have just like went with it. He dies again. Oh my god, DNA, get it together, man. Ooh, that's a death for blue. Misses the web.
Yeah. Webwoods has killed a lot of speedruns in the world.
Oh my god, DNA.
Also PCP.
Dude.
So, Tonkatsu is now on Arctic Abyss, which is known for having a swordfish and also being really hard to optimize.
Alright, DNA finally gets the spaghetti out of his mouth. Insane display of him actually recovering.
What? Okay. So, Arctic's pretty challenging because you need to control the swordfish, and he's annoying, to say the least. His iframes, like, aren't really there. So you can take damage at, like, right in the middle of your attack, which
I
is
think Tonkatsu's kind of on fire today.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
I've not really seen any big mistakes by him so far. I've seen him miss not the whole wrong warp, but I think that's sort of about it.
Oh, opting out of
swap.
Diddy.
I think this might have been a mistake. I don't know, but he will not do Diddy Windy apparently.
Yeah, I think he's just opting out. So,
going really safe actually. This surprises me.
So, a fairly recent addition to the speedrun routing is Diddy Windy. It saves like 7 seconds, but it requires you to swap at the end of Arctic and then get a big boy, which is a super jump off of a team throw.
Yeah, and you have to kind of blindly maneuver for about 3 seconds or so through the stage. You have to do the correct movement or else you will get stuck in the stage.
Yeah, you're trying to just die because there's a cutlass right there if you move wrong.
Yeah.
So, Katsu moving real nicely. Can I just say that this song's a bop and I really like it?
It is. It is. Mining Melancholy is, I mean, neither under nor overrated. A lot of people don't seem to mention it when there's like Sticker Bush, but I really like it a lot, more than anything else in this game, actually.
I really like Lava, too. Shame you don't get to hear it in the any percent route.
You don't hear the bop.
So, next for Tonkatsu is going to be another wrong warp. Not the last, but this is in a wrong warp that was found last year. It saves a minute. It uses the same weird property of the cutlass, where when he takes his swords out of the ground, it messes with barrel IDs for whatever reason. So, you're about to see some black magic.
Yeah. This is black magic indeed.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
So you become...
gets it.
It's a death warp, and you're Rambi for a second. There's a lot to unpack there. So what Blue's doing right now is Diddy Windy, but he missed the second part. Not too big a deal, but he's not saving the full 7 seconds. So clappers, the seals clap. That's about all there is. Oh, yeah. This stage also has a trick called throw your girlfriend, because you throw your girlfriend. It's coming up real soon.
Oh, wow. 10 out of 10 explanation.
Well, like, look at this. You
Yeah,
throw
you
your
throw
girlfriend.
I mean, you're right. So you get an invincible barrel, and you extend your time basically by throwing your girlfriend into it, and then you can make it all the way through that rest of the stage.
Yeah, that actually saves a fair bit. I also think it's really funny how Dixie just like zips up, because like you leave her there on the lower level, but then she's just somehow up there.
Yeah, if you've ever thrown your girlfriend IRL, then you know how that trick works, and so
I do not recommend that trick IRL. She's going to be very mad at you.
yeah, it's probably true.
So that was the wrong warp. That was CLC.
All right, going
It happened
for
very
Toxic.
quickly.
This stage is really hard. So let's see what Tonkatsu does. So he doesn't go for the empty start. I'm shocked. Just kidding.
Dude.
No one really knows how to do it or does it.
I have no clue how to do it.
Yeah, it saves 0.5 seconds if executed correctly, but I think DNA knows how to do it, but I think he might not go for it in this race. He's still fairly new to it.
So for the empty strat, do you need to like have the empty grip too while doing it? Is that why I can't do it?
No, you don't, but I think it's probably easier with the empty grip TM because it's basically doing a moonwalk with the snake because you want to spawn the doesn't deboost there. Interesting.
Ooh.
It was really safe. So you want to spawn the jumpy guys really late so that you can get an early as possible bounce on the first one.
Oh, he's
Deboost right there instead. Ooh, that was short on the info, but still got it. That's.
I think that was actually a backup because he was trying to spit. But
maybe.
missed.
Yeah. You just went for it in the heat of it. Looks
really
like
knows
DNA
his
got it first
backups.
try. Got Castler.
First try Castler.
I'm actually
So-
interested now if DNA goes for the empty start or not. I hope I didn't curse it. I don't know if he listens to commentary or not.
So Tonkatsu just beat the hardest boss in the game, which is the World 6 boss. And he's now off to World 7. So there's a trick called the jump, which I don't think anybody's going to go for except maybe Blue.
I don't think you said that correctly. Can you do that again?
The jump.
It's the
Oh,
jump.
he did go for the jump.
He did go for it, but he didn't get it. So yeah, that's a shame, but it's not too big of a deal. He's gonna be Dixie until he gets to the bird though, which is kind of slow.
Oh,
But
he's
He can allow
having a
himself
little
to
bit
do
of
that.
trouble with the moonwalk
Yeah.
right there.
Gets to the
I'm
midway, gets
surprised
to the bird.
Kind of surprised he went for the jump, honestly, with how safe he's been playing it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird actually. Yeah, some things are not like adding up here. Blue gets CLC here.
Yep.
Really clean, and DNA is gonna go for it in a second. I believe he'll get it. It's not too hard of a trick, but it can be somewhat SMB2 sometimes when you
Sometimes.
don't remember the setup. Yeah. My
DNA.
favorite DKC3 GBA song is Sweet Home Alabama. Hard to agree, in Germro. So
Got your bro.
I thought it was Anankos for a second because Anankos that water wasn't 3 GBA, which is just aquatic ambience, by the way, which is a song he hates. Whatever, moving on.
Nanka Germro.
Duh. Shut up. DNA didn't do the empty start actually. Ananka Germro, by the way. Yikes, is that the new meme, huh? I miss
No.
Rockin' Josh, by the way.
So, K. Rool. Mostly an auto scroller, but you can save some frames if you throw your cannonball super early and get what's called a dustless, just like the commentary.
Oof!
Yeah.
Popping off! Holy damn! Alright, that just happened. That was a good joke. I really like that.
I really miss you, Dust. Okay.
We're
Shoot
missing
here.
Dust at Dustin, by the way. So yeah, this there's not much to optimize on this boss fight either. Just like in K-Roll in DKC1, you just want to time your throws to be as dustless as possible. DNA gets up in forehead. Big head.
Up in forehead.
Crazy.
So, yeah, this is not too much going on. Perfect time to see if Blue will go for the jump. To jump. He does go for the jump.
Okay. He gets it. Oh, nice. No. Oh my god, Blue, that's not the target.
That's not the jump.
And he gets the jump again. Fuck jump. DNA is in the lead actually. Does the moonwalk here, rolls through these two guys. Actually, DNA got the jump.
He's still going for the jump.
This is what Blue is all about, man. He grew up in this. Like,
He finally got the jump. Shoutouts to the Juice.
Blue is just a crazy madman sometimes. Blue be like that sometimes, you know?
Blue Diddy Mash, by the way.
Gets a clean bird skip. Really good. Race skip.
So, only 2 more cannonballs for Tonkatsu, and then he's done DKC2.
Doesn't get the B ring skip. You can skip through those Bs without taking damage. The rest of it is fairly risky if you have jittery hands, but it's fine. Looks like it's all fine. I missed what Blue did. I think he got the B ring skip, or maybe he waited it out.
So only a couple more sucks.
Coming up is time
Tonkatsu.
here for Tonkatsu on DKC2. And then we're moving on to DKC3 right away. So this is the last shot. They're like 4 minutes apart now, 4.5, I think.
And that's
time for Tonkatsu.
GG's.
GG DNA is a good time.
So it's gonna switch out to DKC3 sometime soon. Right now. He's grabbing the cart.
He's grabbing it.
He put it
out
in.
Out of the
Black.
fridge.
Oh, what? Oh, he did it. Reset.
Dang. Getting the card right out of the broken TV where Germro threw it in.
What's the file name? Nothing. Dixie.
It's just
Wow.
Dixie. Wow. Disappointment. All right.
So, first trick is wrinkly skip. I don't know how you do this, being honest, but he did it.
Just mash.
And now,
I think
You
you have to
funky
time
mash.
like left or something.
so in this game, you get Kitty, who is slow and
He
big
is
and
special.
a baby.
He is special, but they use it because that's their only option they got right now.
Yeah.
You got to work with what you got. So,
Yeah. So just like
Okay.
DKC 2, there's warp barrels everywhere in World 1 and 2.
yeah,
Unlike
yeah, yeah.
DKC 2, there's no wrong warps.
So honestly, this game is probably the most honest of the 3 games. There's
Yeah.
not much about it. There's some tricks, but it's basically just optimizing each and every jump and roll. It's really about that movement.
Yeah.
And yeah,
The one big trick is bleak skip, which is a frame perfect trick that saves about 10 years.
yeah,
Where you skip an entire boss. But
10 or
that's-
9 years. Yeah,
Oh, shoutouts to Blueberry with Blue Diddy for the
Blue
fans.
Diddy is actually slower, but here we are for the fans. 'Cause
He's
why
doing
not?
it for the fans.
I'm
His
a
name's
fan. I'm
Blue.
a big fan.
He has Blue Diddy. It works out, man. You missed the jump.
I get it.
Missed the jump a couple times.
So
What's
an
an extra
interesting little
second and a
trick
half
that
gonna
I heard of that I didn't know before. So Kitty has this neat, unique treat a trait where you can just like bounce on the water if you press jump while like rolling into the water. And
Wow.
apparently, if you hold down while doing that, you'll like minimize that roll. You'll minimize that jump you get from the bounce, and you'll land early on the platform. So you're gonna save some time if you hold down while doing that trick. Pretty cool.
Time for DNA. He's probably gonna switch out to DKC3.
And that's time.
Belcha. This dude's gross. That's all I have to say about him. There's a Kaizo strat, but I don't think they're gonna go for the Kaizo strat.
All right, GG DNA. This time for real. Yeah, you to optimize the throwing the beetles into the mouth. We grab the beetles and jump right into him, and this is perfectly doable with Kiddy Kong in this scenario. You actually have to be careful not to grab that coin too early, or else you will soft lock on this. It's kind of interesting.
You can get out of the soft lock by holding left or something, but most of the time you're just kind of
Costs
doomed.
a lot of time though.
So quick zip right here on Tonkatsu's screen. That's a fairly recent discovery.
Yeah.
Within the last couple months.
It's a pretty cool trick. So you're gonna zip right here, and you're gonna be at the top of this tree, and you can go right into the warp barrel right there.
Yep. So
it's a pretty cool new tech that got discovered. Usually DKC3 World 1 and 2 is pretty straightforward. You just gotta grab those warp barrels and be done with the level. But you're gonna see some more actual platforming in the later stages. Gonna get interesting once we're gonna get into World 3. So far it's pretty straightforward.
Oh, World 3? You mean Cotton Top?
No, the other one. The actual World 3.
Oh, okay. Cotton Top.
We're having some technical difficulties.
So, only a couple more stages for Tonkatsu, then he's on to Eric, the spider.
This is DKC3 for the Super Nintendo, correct. You have Dixie Kong and Kiddy Kong, and oof! Big oof in chat. So, yeah, you want to beat Kiddy Kong most of the time, because, fun fact, only Kiddy Kong can really throw Dixie. Dixie cannot really throw Kiddy Kong that well. He does not land on platforms or anything. You can kill things with it, but it's really slow and stuff. So you want to be Kiddy most of the time.
It's because Kiddy's big. And Dixie uses her hair to pick things up.
From Sweden.
Oh, missing one throw on Eric. Gonna chill out in the corner for a minute.
Yeah. So, Eric is one of the hardest bosses in this game to optimize. Eric is really, really difficult.
He's tough. So, quick stop back to Funky real quick to get a hot upgrade for your sweet ride.
Team throwing these beetles from the barrels save some time too. Really clean coin grab. DNA is actually kind of on fire on this game. I'm excited. Really want to see him catch up.
He's been going for PB recently, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like DNA has been practicing nothing but DKC3 naturally, though, not for this marathon because he's actually running DKC3 at the moment. So I assume he is best in shape on this game, if anything. Gets the zip, by the way. Really good.
Easy trick. Blue also gets the zip.
Blue actually goes for the zip. I don't know if he does it, to be honest.
Well, he did it right now, so I guess so.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Katsu's actually in Cotton Top. Okay.
Oh, so he is actually in World 4. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's actually in World 3, Cotton Top. You can see it right here.
Oh, that one? Yeah, that's World 4.
So...
Yeah, there's not a lot to say about this because you just want to optimize cutting all the corners and stuff. As usual, the water levels are really hard to optimize, and this is what it's all about. Always like cutting the corners correctly and stuff. But that was a beautiful stage by Tonkatsu.
Really well executed.
Yeah.
I think we can both agree on Cotton Top at the very least.
It's definitely Cotton Top, if I do say so myself.
So
yeah, this one is pretty straightforward as well. You just jump into the barrels. They go quick. They go up. It's pretty neat. You can skip right here by going to the right instead. You need to like jump off that ledge, or else you drop. You will deboost through this beer into that barrel. You're gonna see another deboost at the end, I think.
Yeah. 2 deboosts in this stage. They feel really natural. It was weird. When I played this game casually for the first time, it just...
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It just makes sense to deboost. It's weird.
It's so weird. It feels like it's almost intentional. It feels really weird. One thing we should probably comment on. So there's another deboost right here. One thing we could comment on is also that these clampons, so the tiny purple crocs that walk on the ground, you cannot roll into them without taking a hit, usually. But what you saw in this stage was people rolling through it from behind, and that works if you just time it correctly, because he was about to turn around again, and that would have meant you would have gotten hit. But yeah, as long as they're not facing you, you can actually roll through them. Kind of interesting.
There's also a trick called Adjust Defend, where you wiggle real quick. Blue does a couple of those. That way you can hit it from the front. So, DNA and Blue actually went to Mechanos, arguably World 4, sometimes World 3.
This is definitely 100% World 3.
So, this is
what
the
we're gonna
industrial...
see. We're gonna see a B jump probably. All right, so DNA gets a really good clean BJ. Really happy for him. Always wanted him to get that BJ. Today was the day he got it, so that's a good one.
Sometimes it's tough to get that B jump.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's good clean movement, and Blue also getting a nice B jump. So yeah, dodging some hot Cheetos, some cheese puffs.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to get a BJ.
And so now he's into this game's...
You deboost on the cheese balls there, by the way. Cheese ball action right there.
So you can save some time in the stage DNA is currently on by jumping in particular places and also grabbing the rail at the top in certain spots, but not always. Not gonna lie, I don't understand the science behind this other than it just works.
Yeah, and you just need to jump and dismount off of the rails all the time, as much as possible. That's basically how you speed up in this game. Like, riding it, as far as I can tell, riding the rails is slow, but jumping on it and dismounting it makes you increase your speed. This is actually, I mean, for these gamers, this is not a big deal. But in my opinion, this is pretty hard of a stage because you're solo Dixie at all times.
Yeah.
You don't want to actually pick up the DK barrels because in some stages you get some insane lag by just having the second Kong, and you want to reduce that as much as possible. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So this next stage is like cut your tree, saw your tree, whatever.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty slow. Technically, you can maneuver through this whole stage blindly. Like you can just go ahead if you know where everything is. Sadly, the goal is not spawned at that point, so you will not be able to complete the stage regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, not too much to say about Saw Your Tree other than you don't want to get kitty, because if you do get kitty, it makes a lot of lag. And you want to actually not kill the rats, because that also causes lag.
Yeah, and Tonkatsu is actually on a level called Fish Food Frenzy, I believe.
I swear I heard this was called Feed Your Fish.
It's Feed
like
Your
for
Fish.
real.
I wanted to say Feed Your Fish, but yeah, that's basically what it's about. So the fish is pretty Kaiser at times. You got to feed him all the time, or he'll bite you, and you're gonna have a bad time. So it's pretty hard to say to see the lead right now, but I think Tonkatsu is still in the lead.
Yeah.
So if you didn't notice, these gamers picked different worlds. DKC3 is a bit more open with that decision. You can choose between World 3 and Cotton Top.
Most people do Mechanos World 4 first, actually, because the boss chaos is pretty difficult. In World 3, Cotton Top, you have Squirt, which is not hard.
Yeah,
Unlike,
Squirt is easy for a World 4 boss. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, really weird on how all the stages are easier in World 4. Surely an intentional choice.
Probably. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
So, grab the ski. And now he's on to World 3, World 4, who knows, Mechanos.
It's definitely a world.
Yes, it is definitely a world in DKC 3.
It's almost a world. Okay, so you can see these people shooting up on this one
Blue's
against the wall.
Dead.
Interesting now that all these players are actually on World 3 now. Pretty neat.
Blazing Bazookas is one of the more aesthetic stages.
And yeah, Blue died to a Just Defend POC Championship. That's correct. So there's a trick called Just Defend. It's Blue exclusive, and it's basically double Just Defend.
Double, dude.
What the? What? Blue, come on! You just died to a Just Defend. Oh,
okay, so
this guy's disgusting. Oh my god, dude.
So a Just Defend is like a really precise wiggle, where you can actually like just nullify the bitey part of the dude, he died again.
Are you for real, Blue? Are you for real? You just attempted another double Just Defend.
So it saves a minuscule amount of time and is very risky. But Blue swears that he is perfectly consistent at it.
He still goes for it. I love this guy. See, in my book, Blue is the real winner of this race. Oh my god, dude.
So
okay,
DNA is in a very green stage, quite like Rattle Battle, which is green. This is also green. This is Logi Labyrinth, a truly unbeatable stage. It has a trick called Vine Clip, which does not have any vines, and is not really a clip at all. You kind of like wiggle through two Bs, but it's called Vine Clip.
Sounds like
I did not make the name.
The trick, then.
So,
pretty good name.
DNA just got Vine Clip, which is grazing through two Bs.
No vines, no clip, but hell yeah, he got it.
He got Vine Clip. So gonna finish
Blue
out.
Died another time on this stage, by the way. Still goes for the double Just Defense.
Okay.
Questionable choice at this point, but don't do it. Okay.
So DNA's on. Poor Blue, dude.
Goes for a D boost. Unfortunately, it only has one Kong.
So this boss is pretty challenging. This is Chaos. In the U version, you can just like kind of hover above Chaos by team throwing repeatedly. You can't do that in J, which is the faster version overall. So you need to do this weird thing where you like bounce up him. It's a really hard trick. Very precise. But all these guys are alpha gamers and should be able to get it.
Of course, they're alpha gamers. They do double just defense for days, dude.
Blue exclusive, by the way.
Blue exclusive trick. Alright.
Shooting some lasers.
Finishing the stages after only 10 minutes of pure alpha gaming.
Quick D boost at the end for the very final hit on Chaos. And DNA is off to World 3 after completing World 4. So what does Chaos drop? A ski? Yeah, he drops a ski.
Does another just defend right there. This one is slightly easier on low G because it's a lot slower actually.
Weird gravity.
Yeah. The whole stage slows you down, and so the just defend naturally becomes a bit easier. So if you want to become a high G on low G, you better do that just defend right there.
A high key G on low G. So DNA is now into the water world, cutting his corners as closely as he can. I feel like corners aren't as bad in DKC3, but it's still very bad. Hard to optimize.
Yeah, true.
Quick vine clip from Blue, despite not going through any vines or clipping.
Hey man, it's a vine clip, alright.
So, yeah, sawing trees, being in low G, swimming.
Tonkatsu didn't really miss anything so far, so he's still in the lead by, I think, at least one stage. Over Blue is probably like 10 stages at this point, but that's the drawback you get from attempting just defense everywhere.
B-Squeeze is so much better. I'm with the man clothes on this. Let's start a poll in leaderboards to
B-Squeeze sounds like a good name, to be honest. Like I'd go with B-Squeeze.
It's now B-Squeeze. It's official.
Although there's no bees in these games, but yeah.
They're wasps and also like saws, but it's a bee.
Yeah, it's a bee.
It's better than vine clip at the very least.
Yeah. Wasn't it Canis that said that everything that's in the air is a bird?
Yes. that is Canis lore.
Alright, Canis lore, everybody. It's hard to explain, alright? We're not gonna go into detail.
So Blue on Chaos. Tonkatsu coming up on Chaos. After low G. Yeah. So after Tonkatsu makes quick work of Chaos and is off to K3, which is definitely World 5.
Objectively.
Objectively. No room for discussion. It is World 5. Yeah.
Sounds like a World 5 to me.
Yeah.
I think World 5 is also objectively the most start presses in the game.
Definitely. Very rarely do you ever press start in a DKC game because it makes you pause, and pausing's typically slow.
Yes. Correct. That's the vine clip.
The B squeeze.
the B squeeze super quickly, actually.
So nice from Tonkatsu to get the recently named B squeeze.
Oh wow! I never seen that strat before. Okay.
That was some movement.
Yeah, apparently he's confident at it, so I was not gonna comment on that, but like, it looked scary to me. I've never seen this strat before.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Chaos needs to bounce on the tin can.
In before B squeeze petition and leaderboards.
Exactly, dude.
Ah, dang. Here we go again. All right.
Okay. So
Tonkatsu
thank you,
is actually
Narcos.
gaming big time, and doing really good on Chaos right now.
Yeah.
Going.
Mounting on knives. Same side blades. Cool stuff.
I think, yo, no, I think he didn't get all of the. I think he didn't go for it actually. I think he goes for a safer strat or something.
Yeah, I think he does.
But yeah, he can allow himself that because he's far into the lead. He's real far ahead. Does another D-boost there to get another hit in. Didn't go for a second hit, deleted. Yeah, okay.
For the record, because this confused me for a while, deleted is a Japanese runner whose handle is really deleted.
Yeah,
It's,
it actually is. Okay, Blue can't D-boost there. And he can't D-boost there because that's not how D-boosting works on Hong Kong. Alright, shots to Blue. Clearly forgot that there was a beat.
So now Tonkatsu's going to K3, World 5. Yeah. What's the first stage in K3?
It's definitely a snow stage.
There's definitely ice.
It should be the one with the ropes. I don't know what it's called, but I know it from GBA. So yeah, you climb fast on ropes.
Yeah.
K3-1, there you go.
K3.
Easy game, dude. Not
Crevice
even sweating,
creepers,
dude.
thank you, Anonkos.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So yeah, Dixie can climb ropes very quickly.
You don't want to lose Dixie here.
Yeah.
Until the end, I think, where you deboost. But yeah. Dixie can jump up these horizontal ropes super quickly, and it's way faster than Kitty. And I think Zaya did it once, so should be RDA viable.
The movement in this stage is really cool. I really like the stage. This right here, that jump, that's cool.
It's really satisfying.
You go so fast.
Yeah. Fun
Truly,
fact, it's actually
speedrunning.
even faster on GBA. Like I played this stage, and for some reason climbing is like super instant on GBA. You can just speed through all these ropes.
Fighting Squirt. And we're now on Haunted Hall, but icy.
Yeah. Lit hall.
Okay. So
Okay, just ignoring that. Yeah, it's a pretty neat stage. I think you just jump up and down slopes basically.
yeah, simple stuff.
That's always how it goes with these auto scrollers. One thing to note: these houses in the background, they are really not just background. You can get stuck on them and you can get hit on them, and it's really weird. So you gotta make sure to time your jumps correctly, because if you time it just so that, I mean, you can land on the roof basically, and if you time it just so that you get in between the roof and the house, you'll get stuck on it and you'll get hit.
OG, by the way. That's what Tonkatsu is. He just got the O and the G.
Yeah. All right. Neat.
So 5-2. K3-2.
K3-2. Name of the level. DNA entering K3 right now, about 2 stages behind actually now.
Not
He
too
can
bad.
still catch up. There's this one trick called Bleak Skip. The
Frame
infamous-
perfect. So this is like barrel drop bounce or something. I'm awful with stage names.
Yeah,
This stage is really laggy because of all the sprites on screen. You do some team up jumps to kind of like skip the entire stage. There's one more right here. Ah, yeah.
Oh
That saves-
yeah.
That saves like 30 seconds. Not trivial.
Yeah, actually, like, yeah, it looks when these guys play it, it almost looks like as if it was intentional, but it actually skips like half of that stage. It's crazy. So we're coming up on correct shot proc, and
Sometimes known as Strawberry Milk Factory.
yeah. So on this stage, we're gonna jump over the strawberry milkshakes while getting shot by cheese balls.
Very interesting combination, but somebody's taste for sure. Somebody does this.
Yeah, exactly. So David Wise and Evelyn Fisher agreed on that cheese balls and strawberry milkshake is a good combo. David Wise was more of the strawberry milkshake guy, and Evelyn Fisher was like, dude, I really like the cheese balls though. And he's like, all right, we're gonna mix it. So it's fine.
Yeah.
That's basically the lore on that.
Thank you, Laura. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
That's definitely how it went down. There's a lot of these things that happen in the office of Evelyn Fisher and David Wise. Just like the yodeling in GBA, which was done by Evelyn Fisher herself. A lot of people don't know that.
I'm learning so much right now, dude.
Yeah, this is an educational stream after all, you know.
So, I'm going. So, is this Lemguin? Yeah, it is. So the hitboxes on these penguin dudes are really bad. Sometimes, but not always, you can roll through them. And sometimes when you think that you're gonna roll through them, you don't, and you die. So, I'd like.
That's how it goes quite often in these games.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it other than like, if you look at the sprite, if you look at what's happening, Dixie should be winning, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
She dies.
It's
Hopefully.
it's the game, Dixie or Lemguin.
Yeah. In Rattle Battle, in DKC2, the community has a game called Snake or Guy, in Rattle Battle, because both of those hitboxes are awful.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just really don't know who's gonna win, Snake or Guy.
All right, we're gonna see if Tonkatsu gets this Bleak Skip. Didn't get it. That was one try. So this is the time for DNA to catch up. Because if DNA gets his first try, then he just saved some time over Tonkatsu here.
Yeah.
But usually they should get it within a few tries. It's a really, really hard trick. He didn't get it second try.
So this is
Not
a frame.
like you can really get super consistent at this either, like unless you're Sui.
Unless you're Sui. That's the asterisk to anything in DKC3. So this is a frame perfect trick that does not really have any good cue. There's kind of an audio cue, but there's definitely no visual. And there's like not really any good way to get consistent at it. You just kind of have to feel it out.
All right, but Gil, why is Tonkatsu dying?
Oh, you need to die to get the trick.
Oh, right. So the thing is, it's a pretty interesting trick. Pretty interesting trick. So in order to win this fight, you need to actually die. So and while dying, you need to press start at a certain frame, and you'll see if he got that frame or not. If his thing at his chest will stop flashing like that, but the game will keep going. You know.
Yeah.
That's when you know he got Bleak Skip, and that's how you skip the fight without fighting the snowman. You basically die, but you also skip the stage. And if you get it first try, it saves a lot. At this point, it didn't save anything over playing out the fight, to be exactly honest with you, but they're still going for it every time. I don't think anyone's gonna fight the snowman. That's just not what you do, really.
Unless you
Got it.
Unless you're a U main. So yeah.
So yeah, he got it. That was it. Skips the fight. Doesn't fight the snowman. Doesn't make sense to play a game of snowballing against a snowman.
No reason to have a snowball fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start select out of the stage for whatever reason. Like, there's been so much science to like why it works, and like nobody has really come up with anything conclusive.
The interesting thing is also that it only does work on that specific fight for some reason.
Yeah, you can't do it to any other fight. It doesn't work in the U version, by the way, and that's why everybody's running the J. Because in U, the like death screen, like when the screen's blacking out, it's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that's the caveat. So Air Glimmer's right here, using our favorite purple parrot, Quox.
Yeah, this bird is amazing. In this game, this bird is actually truly amazing. He's really fast. He can pick up barrel. Him pick up, him fly, him fast.
The one thing he can't do is he can't spit any acorns, dude. But
I think it's eggs. That's how we do it, Gil.
He spits out eggs.
We decided on eggs. Yeah.
DNA now on Bleak.
Baron. So the 6-1 is actually one of the hardest stages in the game, at least for me. In my opinion, it is, because it's, I don't know, it's a good combination of real tight movement and dangerous obstacles, because you need to use all the info you get from the deboost that you do on that stage.
So this stage is burn your rope. It's where, for whatever reason, instead of like climbing up the rope faster, you need to wait for the fire to catch up to you. But not all the way, because you don't want to get burned. So it's like 2-minute autoscroller or something. Yeah. So get comfy.
Burn your rope up. Burn your rope update, boys. Yeah, this is a pretty chill stage. Not much happening here.
Oh, DNA got Bleak Skip like third try? Nice.
Yeah.
So he saved approximately $1 billion.
Hell yeah. So yeah, DNA saved a lot of time over that.
So
or like 10th try or whatever Tonkatsu had. It's really good.
That's a very good thing to catch up on. Now, if Blue gets first try after beating Strawberry Milkshake,
of
then
course. Why would he not?
Then he'll be not all that far behind DNA.
Blue is always getting first try in Bleak. I've never seen Blue not get first try Bleak.
These are bold claims from MT.
Blue will actually just defend through Bleak three times in a row and then press start. What? Double kill for DNA? I have never seen that before.
What? Okay.
What the hell?
That was something.
That was surely something. Nice, dude. That's badass. So, awesome.
That's truly
showing off the
unfortunate.
swag, I guess.
Now he gets to show off Quox a bit more. His skills with the purple bird.
Wow. Have you ever been stung by a dead bee?
Personally, no.
Okay, me neither. So, like, I honestly don't know what just happened. Tonkatsu is still in the lead by a good margin. He's like 2 stages ahead, if not 3 at this point.
So
And yeah,
Blueberry on Bleak.
as you can see, Burn Your Rope is a really long stage. It takes ages. Blue fights it out. Wow.
Okay. Is he on? He's not on you, is he?
I
What?
didn't pay attention, but either way, I would have not expected him to play it out. Oh, he might be on you. I think he's on SNES, right? And he doesn't have a ST2 SNES.
Maybe he's on you. It shows you. So it shows you how much attention we've been paying. Oh,
Yeah.
he wasn't confident? Okay. He said he'd bail out. Thank you, the truly knowledgeable one.
What? What? You died to Just Defense like 4 times. You still do them.
He
But
He
you
doesn't
bail
even,
out on the snow guy. If
Doesn't
any
even
death
wanna
is
attempt it.
guaranteed and like not judged upon, then it's the death on the snowman. But he rather does like 20 Just Defense in a row. Okay. There's surely something about Blue that's interesting.
So, I really can't tell what's happening on Takatsu's screen other than he's a fish right now. I don't know about you guys, but oh, he took damage.
This is exactly what I mean. Stab a fish on this stage in GBA and you're blinded for the rest of the week. Good luck. Blue's channel page is as listed in the overlay. All these or not all of these. Tonkatsu actually not, but yeah, Bluebeary26 is his Twitch.
Yeah, you can follow our good friend Dustpan, who's currently asleep or something, at Dustpan2112. That's actually incorrect.
Because dang, he was asleep.
He was such a sleep right now, dude.
That's one way to put it. Alright. So, that's on guard. I don't know if you guys believe in God, but this is one of them.
He has so many iframes.
It's actually impossible to get hit by anything if you're on guard. Just win at the game. You're winning. So that's not quite true actually, because the urchins, or lurchins as they're called in this game, they can still hit on guard, but anything else cannot hit on guard while you're stabbing. So as long as you're stabbing, you're completely invulnerable to anything. The lurchins can still hit you in, I believe, 2 of their frames in their animation. So while they're closed, they can still hit you.
So
this gamer Tonkatsu here is trying to do a 2-1 jump, gets it, I think 5th try or so.
Double frame perfect, unironically.
That's a nice D-boost backup that I've not seen before.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. So that actually skips like half the stage. So even though that he got the 2-1 jump, like billionth try, he's still probably saving time.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dna and Blue are both on the same stage, which means they are actually on par again. Just kidding, they're not. They're like minutes apart because the stage is humongous. But it's fine.
DNA taking damage. Unfortunate. Sup, Dumas? Cosmic Brain.
Cosmic Brain strats. Alright, so this is Barbus. You want to stab these urchins? Shoot them into it. That was a bit slower than necessary, right? Could have stabbed earlier, I think, but I think Tonkatsu is taking it safe in some places. So this one is interesting. You want to stab inside of him, go back outside. Usually you want these, I don't know what they are, these shells. You want them to aim at the thing and then slowly shoot at it, but that's slow and we're not slow.
Yeah.
3 hits here, and probably 1 more into the D-boost.
Yeah.
Yep. To get the coin quicker and also to be only 1 Kong on the next stage, saving some precious time by not creating redundant lag.
Yep. Plus optimal Kong order. Kong order actually matters a lot in this game, more than
It's interesting. So one thing to note is this is the only game, or I should say, in DKC2, you don't actually swap Kong order if you get hit while being an animal body. So if
Yeah.
you transform into an animal, you will not swap Kongs. You will not swap the order if you get hit, which is interesting. You'll keep the Kong that you entered the transform barrel as. In DKC3, however, you will change the Kong order by getting hit.
Plus, you want to be searching Kongs in certain stages. Like, if you were Kitty in this stage, like, it's only blue. Like, Kitty, whatever this is strictly blue only tech.
Yeah. Blue/TAS only.
Blue is the TAS.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. So this is Conveyor Rope Clash. I totally did not look up that name right now. And yeah, you go really fast on these ropes, on these conveyor belts. It's you want to pick them up as much as possible and pretty much dodge all the ones that point into the other direction. This is RNG Caverns, and I'm convinced there's no other name for this stage.
Yeah, this stage is awful. You can lose like 10 seconds
Yeah.
just on the RNG.
Oh, you don't even
of
want
the-
to know what this looks like on GBA. I believe it's a true 50-50 every time on all
Ouch.
these ones in GBA. You can actually legit like wait like 2 minutes on one of these barrels.
That's awful.
It is awful.
Tonkatsu's actually getting kind of lucky for this first part at least. But will it remain?
Funny enough, as I also played Donkey Kong Land 3 a lot, it's the exact opposite. As you can eliminate, there's only 2 barrels that have RNG in DKL3, and one of them you can completely eliminate by doing the same movement at the start. So it'll always be a fixed direction. And the last one has RNG, but both directions work, either sideways or upward.
Okay, Tonkatsu actually got pretty lucky.
There's a big D-boost in here. This looks scary and tight, but believe me, it's actually pretty damn free. You can D-boost through these ones.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to do that than go through the barrels actually and time it.
Yeah. So lightning lookout. Legend has it that you can manipulate the lightning and that it's not RNG, but that's only legend.
Yeah, I
It's
wouldn't bet
legend
on
and
it.
folklore. So the big thing for this stage is trying to make sure that you don't cook your monkey in the water.
Yeah, you
And
really
also-
gotta look out for the lightning on lightning lookout.
There's a couple of things that you can do to like normalize your lightning pattern with like where you take damage, how you move.
The lore of the ghost barrels is that every time Blue died to Just Defense, he turned into a ghost. That's his barrels you find in that stage.
Katsu taking a little bit safe right here. It's fine.
Yeah.
And he beat the stage. Good job, Tonkatsu. So now we're on to
This one is like a
Point
silent
Desert.
killer. I don't think a lot of people mention this.
Yeah, this stage just can be pretty run killer ish. The hit,
Yeah. This is a deadly stage. These guys can push you off, and it can be rough. So the problem with this stage is it basically doesn't matter whether you're 1 or 2 Kongs, because usually it's either a death or no death. You know, these guys insta kill you by pushing you into the pits. So pretty rough
Yeah.
at times. If you're blue, by the way, you can also try to just defend anything you can find on this stage. Isn't that amazing?
Blue currently trying to just defend the 2-1 jump. Not having a lot of luck.
Yeah. Blue
One of
just
the
likes to
others just
team up a
defend.
lot. It's fine. It's cool.
It's all about teamwork.
all
Dude,
about
what happened on
teamwork.
DNA screen? Did you see that?
No.
Just like got bucked by the cobbler.
Oof.
He just like chilled out with the cobbler in a corner for like 5 seconds.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
It really be like that, but only sometimes, thankfully.
Yeah. So an interesting thing to note is we're gonna come up on K. Rool very soon, and this is the only K. Rool in the series that is actually interesting and has tech to it. Believe it or not.
Dude, no way.
Not even just a glorified cutscene. Can you believe that for a second? That's isn't that crazy?
Wow, they really went all out for this game, didn't they? They added bears. They made K. Rool a real boss.
Yeah. They added RNG. They added start to boss fight. Crazy dedication, dude. There are a lot of different strats on K. Rool though, and most of them are pretty risky. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested in what Tonkatsu goes for.
Yeah.
Along with DNA and Blue. Blue's probably gonna do his try to just defend K. Rool.
Dude, I think DNA gets really good RNG right now. So far, I've seen nothing but really good RNG on his cape.
Dude, what? He's so lucky. Uh-oh.
There you go. Third try. Ooh, let's go, dude.
He's so lucky.
That was so good. That was a good RNG cavern, dude. Nice. Nicely done. Pretty damn fast.
So
getting hit there. Ooh, that's a bit scary. Bit sketchy.
So
gotta just defend Barbas.
Tonkatsu on the meat and potatoes of K. Rool. First part's pretty simple. You just need to grab the pulley thing, but as soon as he gets the second hit, it's gonna get a bit more interesting. So there's risky strats here and also not dumb strats. Goes for the simpler strat for the first hit.
Yeah, K. Rool's a scientist in this game for whatever reason, and he's in a castle. So that's kind of weird.
Mad scientist.
I think I keep mentioning it, but like all these bosses are kind of like twisted around in the order of games, because like in Donkey 1, it's K. Rool is like a king on a ship, and in Donkey 2, it's a like pirate captain on a space aircraft, and in Donkey 3, it's a scientist but in a castle. So
Gee.
I think all these bosses chose the wrong place to be at, but maybe that's intended, maybe it's not. I don't know. Tonkatsu gets it, and that's a nice run. GG.
That's a very nice run.
Comes in first.
9:05 is a really solid time.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So GG Tonkatsu. Soon it's gonna be GG DNA. But first he needs to beat Poindozer.
That was great. That was great display by Tonkatsu.
Not a good display by DNA. Gotta admit.
DNA opting for the death strat right there.
A death warp right back to the start of the stage.
Yeah, right back to the beach. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, rolling through the recoil. G.
That's just the type of guy that DNA is, you know. Simply FG.
GNA.
GNA. Cosmic brain. Jesus. Jesus.
Okay. By the way, poisonous pipeline or
Or questioning it. Second guessing yourself. Yes, it is poisonous pipeline. I can assure you that.
thanks, man.
Hey, got you.
So the stage actually is pretty simple for a water stage. It's actually, I'd say, the simplest. But the tough thing is that left and right are reversed. Yeah. It doesn't
What a
make too
cool
much of a
gimmick.
difference once you
Creative.
become a real gamer, but
Yeah.
just something to keep in note. Here,
Legend
Lauren
has it
Legend.
that Blue actually plays the whole game with the controller upside down anyway, so.
Makes the just defense easier.
Exactly. Also makes dying easier, a lot easier.
Yeah. So DNA now on Dr. K. Rolenstein. There's our boy Chaos. Look at those sunglasses.
Yeah, he's popping off, dude.
Team throw over the dude right here to get to the other side. Get the barrel faster.
Yeah, this is essentially skipping a whole phase. As you can see, he's shooting to the left because you were supposed to be on the left side here.
But you kind of just aren't because you can just team throw over. The hook come down. Takes Chaos's corpse off screen.
Yeah, who was behind that curtain? I always wonder.
K. Rolenstein talks about his, like, how he uses his wife's pots and pans to make chaos, but in Japanese, because it's J.
Yeah. And if you're cheering for DNA, you can type that funny bee in chat right now. It really helps out the stream.
So, yeah. Going for the simpler strat here as well. Oh, oh, okay.
Ooh! Yikers baloney! DNA
That's
ripping.
That's one fried monkey.
Yep. Almost deep fried, actually. That's neat.
So, back to phase 2. Because you don't need to refight chaos, thankfully.
Oof.
Taking this a lot closer than he needs to. Also just waiting here. Oh, what? How did he take damage? DNA not getting lucky.
Okay, so as to the question why the times are different, it's because in between games, when we swap games, people are stopping the timer for the preparation time for the next game, because this is a trilogy run. We play all 3 games, and yeah, that's why the timers are different from another, but they're actually still on par, all the players. So
yeah,
it looks a bit weird, but that's the only way to handle this correctly, because else it would be kind of weird that some people save time over swapping cards quickly and whatnot. And, yeah.
Yeah. Plus with SNES cards, you know, they can just not work for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta give him the good old blow.
Gotta break out the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Gotta
give it a good old rub. Gotta make sure not to let go any of that polish. Not letting it go to waste.
Gotta make sure to turn it on and then off a couple times.
Gotta put it in, maybe polish your knob for a second. Get that Dutch glow going on that card. Get it all waxed up.
So, yeah.
Alright. That was a bit too much into detail, maybe. So yeah, but yeah, that's how it works basically. And sometimes people are on emu. I believe all these players are on console, but
Yeah.
they are on emu, and that switch would be insanely fast, for example. So yeah. Also, it's like a thing with the nerves and stuff. You know, you want to be able to have your time to prep for another game and stuff. Take a breather. And that's
GG DNA. And now, only one was left. Mr. Just Defend himself. So
yeah, just Bluebeary26. Blue defend. Oh,
Bluebeary26.
Blue, hello. I think that was Mikan K. Rool. I'm not sure. He was trying it. He missed it.
He's trying something.
What the hell? That was insane. You don't go for that.
You don't just do that in a marathon.
Yeah, you don't just do that.
Unless you're DNA, who also went for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Mikan's box. That's gonna be an empty box for me. Empty. Rare footage of Empty not paying attention to this excellent display of missing Mikan K. Rool on this boss fight. Shaking my SMH in IRL right now, RN.
Crazy.
Yeah. Him throw the barrel and him get hit. Pretty interesting.
Last phase of K. Rool. 2 more hits remain. And
Gets the last hit.
GG Bluebeary26.
Bluebeary26 finishing at a time of 2:13:47. Pretty neat. Count K. Rool on this boss fight. My SMH.
Nice. Last phase of K.
So-
Rool. 2 more hits remain.
Yeah, this was an
Glad I
awesome
hear-
trilogy run.
Yeah,
Good
this
job,
was really good.
everybody. That's the last hit.
GG. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone wants to go for a interview, maybe. Tonkatsu,
Yeah.
DNA, Blue.
Blueberry. I'm totally fine with heading to bed, being honest.
I'm
2
not
a.m..
because I just woke up.
Get owned.
Time zones, by the way, boys. Gotta do stuff like fix my bike. Oh yeah, DNA had a lot of bad luck today already.
At least your internet didn't go out mid-marathon.
Yeah.
That'd be sad.
No, it definitely was a good race. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, that was well played all around, I gotta say.
I hope it was fun with you guys, for you, with me, because I've been sick for the past week or so. Stuffy nose still, and so I've been holding back a bit on commentary. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And
that was.
not sure if there's anything else coming up.
There should be something or some other.
Yeah. So will there be other marathons? Not exactly Donkey in the future, I don't think, because this is part of the Super SNES marathon, Super Stars marathon.
For more Donkey, there's going to be a DKC2 Warpless race and 103 and all Winkies. All of which
all
are.
Winkies is in.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that, guys. That's a frogging category. That's really lit.
Lots of hopping going on.
Lots of hopping, lots of ribbit, lots of frip frop, frop. Good.
So yeah.
So yeah, thanks for having us, and I guess we're rolling out.
Yeah, rolling out.
All right, later, boys.
See ya.